Hi everyone, welcome to my second YouTube video. You know my hair's a mess right now. I'm sorry about that. I know most of you don't care, but I moved here and I couldn't trust a new hairdresser. So I've been avoiding it, but I'm gonna get a haircut. Cause just you gotta do it and this looks like shit. Today I'm gonna talk about budget home recordings, start to finish. What do I mean by start to finish? It means from 1 mic to 8 mics. Back in 2020, COVID hit and I was at home not doing anything, and that's when I started doing Instagram videos. So back then I only had 1 mic. Have you seen these Scarlett Focusrite 282 beginners packs things? Well, they come with this condenser microphone and that's the only thing I had. That's how it sounded back there. I'm gonna let you hear what it sounds right now when I have some knowledge. I tried my best, it sounded pretty fine, it worked on Instagram, but eventually I wanted to add another mic. What I added was the cheapest bass drum microphone that I could find on the internet, which was, I think it's called a Superlux 8 something. I'm gonna put a picture here. Yeah, so this is what I had for another year or so. One thing that I have to mention is, remember the microphone I told you about from that Focusrite Scarlett 282 beginners pack? Well, it came with the Focusrite 282 audio interface. So for basically 2 years, I just used 1 or 2 mics with a 2-input audio interface. In my third year I think it was my third year of doing Instagram, I decided to upgrade. So I got a bigger audio interface and I got more mics, which were 2 overheads, this microphone that I'm talking to, which is the most common microphone ever, the Shure SM57. You can see. I'm just using this, which doesn't even belong to this mic. So I got 2 overheads, I got this one, and I got a better microphone for my bass drum. I'm gonna talk about the microphones for a little bit. If you don't find that interesting, just skip to the drum recording part. So the Shure SM57. This is the most common microphone ever for anything, really. Just this is the most recorded mic ever. I use it on the snare drum, which is one of the most common uses for it, but you can use it on an amp, you can use it as an overhead, you can use it for singing or talking. You can do basically anything with it. It's so versatile. It's also durable as fuck. If you drop it, it will be fine. I know some people own the same mic for 20 years because they never break. I mean, sometimes they look like shit because they've been falling and on stages. People sometimes even, but they're still making it and they're still working, which is amazing. So this is why I chose this mic. I love how it sounds on the snare drum and it's also very cheap. So my first recommendation for you guys, anyone who's looking to start recording anything, this is your first choice for anything, even on the bass drum, even as an overhead. It doesn't even matter. It will get you started. And after you've become a high-end professional, whatever, you're still gonna use these mics. So this is the longest term investment that you can make. Second mic, this microphone. This is another mic from Shure. It's called the Beta 52A. Another great investment for people who are looking to get a durable microphone that will last them for forever. This is extremely heavy. One of the most recorded bass drum mics ever. There are two other very common bass drum mics besides this one. One of them is by Audix and the other one is by AKJ. I chose this one because it has, in my opinion, a bit of a softer sound. The Audix has a very clicky sound. It's great for metal. I mean, I get to record in places and people use it all the time for any genre, but I prefer this one. It's less clicky. It has like a nicer low end, a bit of a fuller tone. Yeah, and the AKG is very similar to this one, but I felt like this one would be better for me, so that's why I chose it. And I'm very satisfied with it. I don't think one bass drum mic can give you the full bass drum sound that you'd wish to have, but I've been only using one bass drum mic and it's been doing a great job. I'm very happy with it. And if you can't use two bass drum mics, I'm gonna show you the way I get a fuller bass drum sound. It's a nice mic technique that I really like. So if you find that interesting, just wait a little longer. Next are my overhead mics. These are called pencil mics because they're basically little pencils. Unlike the big overheads, like if you've seen the big condenser mics, these give a more focused sound. And when I chose these, I couldn't really decide which sound is better for me. Like if you record rock and you want a big sound, maybe you should go with the bigger condensers, but I was on a budget. These are really cheap and they come in a stereo pair, which means two mic that are suited to record stereo, and they've been so great. I've compared them to way more expensive mics and you can't really hear the difference. Like, yeah, at some level you hear the difference obviously, but these are really great and a great start for anyone who's looking to get a stereo pair. Also, I've used it as a vocal mic and as a hi-hat mic and it sounded great. So these are pretty versatile also, and it's another reason to get them. So after 3 years of making videos, I wanted to do another upgrade, which was getting close mics for the toms. After doing like never-ending research and watching comparison videos, I decided to go with the SE Electronics V-Beat. This mic. I will say that this mic isn't on the cheaper side. I mean, it's not crazy expensive or anything. You can get way more expensive stuff, trust me. But this one was kind of an investment for me. Yeah, I was considering getting cheaper mics, but this one just sounded so great and I decided that it's worth paying a little bit more for it. The thing about this mic is just it has crazy isolation. It isolates your tom hits like incredibly good. It has a beautiful low end and it's just such a great mic. It's not so common yet, unfortunately. SE Electronics, I'm trying to help you guys. They are so great. The other mic that I was considering when I was getting this is a really common mic by Sennheiser. I'm gonna show it right here. It's a great mic. It's on the cheaper side. If you can afford the SE Electronics, you should go with these, in my opinion. They are less durable because these are very heavy, very durable, and the Sennheiser mics are more plasticky. But the difference in the sound is not huge. You should listen to both of these and see what you prefer. It's really just a personal preference. Anything that I'm talking about here is a personal preference. I also added a hi-hat mic, which was this mic. This mic is the Rode M3. This is the mic that I've put the least thought into when choosing it. Yeah, I was looking for the best hi-hat mic I can find in my budget, but honestly, everything was too expensive for me, at the time at least. So this one is just really cheap. It gets the job done. I see it all the time on stage when I'm performing. The sound engineers use it for overheads on stage a lot of the times, and also for the hi-hat. It's a really nice mic. In my opinion, it doesn't have like the best sound or the best anything, but it's really nice. It's pretty versatile also. I've used it as a vocal mic a lot for talking in videos. The downside of it, in my opinion, is that it's really big. Like, look at the difference. It's a bit too much, but yeah, it was just what I could afford and was good enough at the time. Honestly, I think these, like what I've shown you earlier, are better for the hi-hat, but I don't have more of these. So it took me over 3 years of making videos to get to a full mic setup. And up until then, I was making money out of making videos. I was recording remotely for local and international artists and developing my recording and mixing techniques. The first song I ever recorded for someone was with only 2 mics, and I got paid for it. One thing to mention, I wasn't mixing at all until I got the 4 mic setup. And I'm still learning to mix. Like, everything I know is from seeing what engineers are doing when I'm recording in different studios, and YouTube. Watching everything on YouTube. What I'm saying is, you really don't have to own a bunch of mics or a bunch of gear or anything too expensive to get going, to get started. And now that you've heard the differences, let me know what you think is best and what is enough in your opinion to start making videos or start recording or start working, I don't know, whatever you wish to do. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have questions about it. I'm down to do anything that might be interesting for you guys. And yeah, I'm gonna see you next time. Bye guys.